So I'm vaccinating, so I figured I would show. I got my vaccine late last year. I usually do it in the fall, then it got cold, so I didn't end up doing it. And now you're not supposed to do it when the birds are nesting because it throws them into a little funk sometimes. But my vaccine's going to run out, and it was like $200 worth of vaccine, and it's getting close to the expiration date. So I did 75% of the birds already once. So you got to do them once, then you got to do them in 2 weeks. It's raining, so she's wet. This is a little hen. She's a red Aspar Swift. So I did 75% of the birds. These birds haven't gotten a shot yet. I'm doing the dual. It's PMV and paratyphoid shot. I really love these reds. I got a couple of youngsters, so I'm happy with that. I should have a bunch of nice reds. So I wanted to show you guys how to do it. I ended up, this vaccine, you use less of it. I end up doing it on my legs. Let me see. So I sit on a bucket and I put my used needles in the bucket. So it helps if you got a big belly. It pins the birds down a little. Of course, I can't see with the camera there. So you're gonna, you take the bird. It helps if you push their feet back. And you're just going to push their feathers up a little bit with your fingers. I'm using insulin needles, which turns out you can just buy. This is alcohol, rubbing alcohol. So you just a little bit. You don't want it in the bird's mouth and face and everything. They don't like it. They can't breathe if you get it in their face. So you go down a ways and you just see you grab a little bit of feathers here and you lift up. And see the skin lifts up a little bit. So you just leave a little chunk of feathers. If you can't find a good spot, then just move a little bit. And grab a little chunk of feathers and lift up. And see, the skin lifts. And you just put a little bit of alcohol so you can get through the feathers. Hope you're getting that, I don't know. I have my needles here in a box. They're warm and they're preloaded. It turns out that the insulin needle is pretty much 1 dose per bird. So you end up buying a bunch of insulin needles, but they're very fine and it's easier to use them. So you go ahead and lift up, and you want to do it, you're going to go this way, not towards the bird's head, or you want to go across his neck like that when you put the needle in, and you're going under the skin. That's it. So I have a light on my head too. So hold the needle so you can push it in, and you're going to just put it under the skin, and you just put it right in. And you should see like a ball under the skin. And that one was a little deeper than I usually like to do it, and then sometimes they jump around a little bit, and not jump around, but they feel like some pinch on the neck, but normally they don't do anything. See her in the middle there? See, she feels the pinch on her neck and the alcohol. They don't like it. Obviously, you don't like getting a shot either. So I'm going to do another one. So you're going to make sure you don't poke yourself. And then I just drop it in the bucket that I'm sitting on. Get another one. I'm doing the reds, then I'm going to do the blondes, and then I'm going to do the blacks so I can keep track of them. And I'm going to have to come back again and do the babies. This is a nice cockbird I got. Nice red. That's paired to that hen. So I got a nice pair, and the head shape is pretty good. See the head shape? He's got a nice forehead. Beautiful collar. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. You can check, make sure they're heavy, make sure their vent's clean. He's been out in the rain again, so he's wet. He's out in this greenhouse. Alright, so if they do have paratyphoid or any kind of sickness, when you give them a shot, they will show some symptoms sometimes. And sometimes they'll die on you, but it's kind of good because, well, it's not good, but you don't want a carrier, because a carrier of the disease will not show symptoms. And they'll keep giving it to your birds, which that's really what you don't want. I got in trouble a few years ago when I got some trumpeters I went to Pennsylvania show and bought some trumpeters, and they were sick. And I had a huge problem that year, and then I've had problems here and there. So sometimes, sometimes there's really nothing you can do. You're going to get some kind of sickness in a big population of birds, but this guy's fighting me pretty good. So see, you can see the skin there. So you just have a setup, be comfortable. I'm sitting down on the bucket. You don't have to rush. If you don't think you're going to get it in right, don't do it. Especially, like this, I have 3 reds. I don't want to make a mistake. Try not to pay attention, because if you are nervous, the nicer the bird, you're going to make a mistake on that bird. I bent the needle. Now I just stuck it in my finger. Alright, so again, you're going to grab a little chunk of feathers, lift up, you're going across the neck, just poke it under the skin. These are really good, these fine needles. I really need my glasses for this. And then you're just going to push it under the skin. And that's it. And these are good because one needle is basically one dose. So again, he's right back on his nest there fighting. So they really shouldn't. That's her in the middle here. See, she's not showing any weird. If you did it wrong, they're going to have a problem. See, he's going to peck at his neck because the alcohol feels funny, and you just puffed his skin up behind his neck. So they're not happy about it, but they shouldn't. Like tomorrow, you shouldn't really notice any problems. If you notice problems tomorrow, they either had something and you brought it out, or I don't know. I just find it better to do it than not do it. It's a couple dollars a bird. This is what pisses you off, because you bring the bird to the show to sell it, and these assholes go, "I'll give you $5 for the bird." You're going through all this stuff to take care of these birds, And this is my day off. I got plenty other things to do, but I got to take care of my birds. As it is, I'm not really taking care of the cleanliness and stuff. And I want to get bug drops for them. I'll do another video, but it's transdermal bug drop. You put it on their back. It's cattle drench, and it deworms them also. So they all need that, because they're starting to get feather lice again, which I haven't had in a long time with that bug drop. But you can see the birds are itching. If they seem like they're itching too much, that's the pair I just did up in the corner there. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's cooing to her. She's fine, he's fine. They don't even know anything happened. They finally got a nest, so I'm hoping they have babies for me. Anyway, alright, so it's best if you take this off first. Set it down. Make sure the needle doesn't touch anything, though. If it does, spray it with the alcohol. But you don't want to be injecting bacteria into the bird, into the neck, This guy is an extra cock. I think he's paired to something, but he's good and heavy. He's not sneezy or anything. His butt's clean. So you give him a good look over, but you can see he doesn't have any. Yeah, he's got a feather louse. See it? I don't know if you can see it on camera, but he's got some feather mites. So if you do that, It's Invictamycin. It's, I think, Invictamycin drop. 2 drops on the back of the neck or anywhere on their skin. And it takes care of the bugs for like a whole year. I don't do anything but that now, and it doesn't hurt them at all. It doesn't bother them one bit. It's the best. So, see, I put them on my lap. People do it different ways, but and just a little squirt so you can just see, and it cleans the skin, you know, on a, same thing with the bacteria. So give a little squirt, and then see, I'm lifting the feathers, and the skin lifts up. And again, you're going to get ready to push it in, so hold your needle correctly. And you're going to go across the neck, not towards the head, not towards the body, across the neck. And just barely under the skin. Sometimes it squirts out, you got to redo it. But see, that's perfect. See the little pocket there? Ah, that's what you want. You got a pocket there. Hopefully it doesn't leak out. And that's it. It's good to go. So there's 3 of them. I have like 150 more to go. So I'm going to go. I'm going to take the camera off so I can do it a little faster. But I have to do, all these guys didn't get the shot 2 weeks ago. So then you have to do it in 2 weeks. Now it's supposed to be only you're only supposed to do the young birds, then you do them in 2 weeks. So you do the young birds twice, and then you never have to do them again. But I end up giving, I just give it to them all again, which I guess is a waste of money, but I don't know, I just, in case you missed it or didn't do it right the first time, or I just figured hell with it. For $2 a bird, it's a couple $100. And you know, if it can save me any heartache, I just do them all again. What the hell, you know? But they're quiet. It's dark today because you probably can hear it raining out. It's really shitty out. Well, I got plenty of stuff to do outside, but so any questions, I'll answer them. If you want to put it in the thing down below, I'll do the best I can. But it's pretty simple, and I've been doing it for I guess 4 years. So I guess it's helping. I don't know if it helps or not. But if you got the few bucks, you can do it. And maybe if somebody around you can show you. It's hard to get the vaccine. It's a big pain in the ass. But I like to try to get them done if I can.